As I turn the corner, I see a friendly, warm smile. My cousin who's been away in Jamaica for 3 years just visiting for the family reunion. As I enjoy her company, I see she's ordered an appetizer for us two to share. I remember when we used to share sandwiches as kids during the summer, when we went to our grandma's house. We used to do everything together. We were like peanut butter and jelly. It was hard to separate us. After working overnight on the computer, I started to doze off and I catch a glimpse of our struggling neighborhood from all the way up there. I can see the various construction that has been occurring for 7 years, yet hasn't been touched since. I get a feeling in my head that I can't shake. I can't help but feel frozen in words trying to tell my cousin something's wrong. I start to subtly shake, trying to pace my breath. Am I having a panic attack? I'm trembling. I feel dizzy. I can't find the words to explain this feeling. I've never felt like this before. It's like my brain's on fire and there's no way to put it out. The last thing I see before I black out is my panicking cousin on the phone with the ambulance.
So my friend and I are just talking around, talking about like other people and how everything works and stuff, and we're just eating our favorite grapes, and then I just felt hungry, so I decided to go in the fridge and eat some like yogurt. But then as I turned around, I noticed my friend. She was something was wrong with her. She was panicking. She wasn't breathing, and then I was getting so confused. So I tried helping her, but I couldn't. She wasn't breathing, and I didn't know what to do. Well, what do we do? Come on, stay awake, stay awake. I'm calling 911. We're gonna be all right.
Okay, it's recording.
Throughout the duration of our project, we have been studying the quality, efficiency, quantity, etc. of healthcare and how it varies amongst areas of high-income residents and low-income residents. One of the things we took a closer look at was EMS response times and how they vary in different areas, more specifically, high income and low income. A study conducted in 2015 with data collected from roughly 486 U.S. agencies on 1.8 million emergency calls showed that only 8% of calls came from urban areas, 88% from suburban areas, and 4% in rural areas. Whilst rural and low income are not interchangeable, the reality of today is that rural is where the majority of low income individuals live. The same study also examined response times, which were on average 7 minutes in suburban areas and roughly 14 minutes in rural areas. Seems like a small difference, however, when someone's life is on the line, every second counts. 7 minutes can literally mean the difference between life and death, especially to someone going through an emergency, and when they feel like they're subject to a longer waiting times, they're less likely to call an EMS, which most likely explains the decrease in the number of calls in rural areas compared to suburban areas. So what can we do? On an individual level, we can all take steps to get some basic training that help people before the EMS arrives. Studies say that over 12% of emergency call-related deaths could have been prevented if a bystander had taken action with basic training techniques. As a state and city, we need to provide more funds for urban healthcare. Another essential thing is getting representatives and employees who are native to urban areas. This would help because when your own home is in jeopardy, you take it more personally and more urgent. Therefore, the healthcare industry as a unit will have a higher number of people concerned with urban and low-income areas.